Hi everyone, thank you for joining me. Again, I'm Dr. Sarah, and today I'm going to walk you through what I call pelvic tilts. And if you read my newsletter, you'll know what this is about. This exercise is one of my go-tos. I give it to a lot of my patients, and I teach it in probably almost every single one of my yoga classes. I love this sort of to get to know and understand how our lower back, our pelvis, and our hips are connected and move, how our lower back, pelvis, and hips are feeling, and also can help us awaken our core muscles and just even invite a little sense of relaxation into the lower back and hips and pelvis. So from here, as I mentioned in my newsletter, I usually would kind of post pictures, but I really want you to feel your body move. I don't want you to try to replicate some picture. So this movement is yours, it is sacred, and it is how your body is feeling. Again, always work within a pain-free range of motion, and please check with a healthcare practitioner before you attempt any sort of exercise. So from here, I definitely recommend starting with this on your back. So making yourself down onto your back on the floor is great because it gives you a lot of feedback. It's a little harder surface, so it gives you a bit more feedback. But if you can't quite get to the floor, that's too uncomfortable, just lie on a bed. And then from here, bend your knees up, placing your feet flat on your floor. Close your eyes if that's comfortable for you. You're welcome to rest your hands just next to your hips, or you can even bring your hands to your belly. Take a moment and take a deep inhale in, and exhale, just settle for a moment without moving anything. Now we'll slowly start to invite a little bit of movement. So as you inhale, I want you to imagine pressing your tailbone down into the floor. So even so that you might accentuate your lower back curve away from the mat. And then from there, slowly, as slow as you can, return to your starting point. And then inhale again, press your tailbone down, feel that lower back sort of arc, and you might even feel the muscles next to your spine and your lower back engaging a little bit there. And then slowly, again, as if you're moving through molasses, come back to neutral. And one more time in this direction. As you inhale, press that tailbone down, little arc through the lower back and a little activation of those lower back muscles. And maybe you press the shoulders into the mat a little bit as well. And slowly, 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 slowly come back to neutral. Take a moment just to breathe and soften there. And then we'll go the other direction. So take your inhale and don't move here, just stay still. As you exhale now, curl your tailbone up towards the ceiling and press your lower back down into the mat. Feel your belly button even draw towards your spine as the core engages a little bit with that. And then as you inhale, slowly let that go back to neutral. On your exhale, again, curl the tailbone up towards the ceiling, flatten the lower back curve into the mat. Keep the hips on the mat though with this. And then inhale slowly back to neutral. One more time. Exhale, curl the tailbone up, flattening the low back down into the mat. Feel your belly button draw in and your core engage a little bit there. And then inhale, slowly come back to neutral. From here, we'll start to combine those movements, sort of flowing from what we call the anterior pelvic tilt of pressing tailbone down to the posterior pelvic tilt of flattening that low back. So from here, as you inhale, press that tailbone down into the mat, arc through your lower back. Feel the low back muscles engage as the front muscles relax. And then as you exhale, curl that tailbone up towards the ceiling and flatten your low back curve, belly hugging into spine. Ribs are also coming down towards the pelvis. Inhale, reverse that, press the tailbone down. Again, trying to move slowly and with control here. Exhale, curl the tailbone up. Last time there, inhale, press the tailbone down. Exhale to curl the tailbone down. And then inhale, just relax, come back to where neutral is for you. Just take note here, does anything feel a little bit different to you? Do the muscles of the back feel a little more relaxed? Does the core feel a little bit more awake? Those are the pelvic tilts. So stay tuned. We might expand on this in the next coming weeks, growing this movement into something bigger and bigger. As you get more proficient with this movement, you're welcome to progress with the legs actually being straight, and then even to sitting, and then eventually to standing. But please just practice this on your back for a few days, for a few weeks even, and you may find sometimes when you're in pain, this can actually be a really great way to help relax that pain a little bit. Feel free to contact me if you have any questions at drsarahbaxter@gmail.com. Have a great day, everybody.